Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new video. This is a different style of video and different kind of video. I actually have not done one of these, I don't think, before yet. This is going to be like a commentary kind of video thing. And basically what we're going to be doing today is I'm going to be going into depth and detail about the artist known as Lil Peep. I have recently been listening to a lot of his music lately, and I really enjoy his music. So I was thinking, why not? This will be fun, and today I'm just going to be going through his albums and like two of his EPs, and we're going to be talking about how I rate each song. It's going to be rated 1, 2, and 3. 3 being it's an amazing song, I won't skip it. 2 being it's alright, but it's not bad. And 1 being I don't care for it. Also, sorry about my voice. I don't want to sound edgy or emo. It's just still coming off of sorry, I cannot speak. Still recovering from like a cold or flu or some shit. I don't know what it was exactly. But yeah, so the way I'm doing this is it's going to be pictures of the album covers and stuff, and then I'm going to still talk about it. So yeah, I hope you guys are going to enjoy this. This should be fun. Alrighty. Without further ado, also I hope the gameplay in the background is just gameplay I recorded. I was like, why not, do this, and yeah. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy. Alright, so the first one we have here is Crybaby. That's the name of the album here that I did. So on this album, I just want to say, firstly, when I first listened to it, I want to say that it is a very, very good album. It is one that I think is an amazing way to just introduce yourself to Lil Peep and his music, and just, I think his vibes in this album are like really, really cool. They're really, really cool, especially when you get like towards the end and stuff. The songs in this album are really, really good. So basically, this album was released in 2016. And I'm going to go ahead and rank each song for you guys. Alright, so starting off, we have a pretty strong beginning to the album with Crybaby. Crybaby is a very, very good song for the way the album starts. I think it almost does everything that it should in the way that people would like his music. And I just think in general, it's a good song. Next up, we have Lil Jeep. Lil Jeep is another song that's not a personal favorite of mine, but it's just a song that if I hear it, I'm not going to skip it. It's really, really good. It has the whole, it has like a Ghost Girl kind of vibe to it, and I think that is just amazing, because I love Ghost Girl. It's an amazing song. But the way this song works is just really, really cool to me, and I don't think that anyone really disagree on how this song works. I think the song is really, really good, and yeah. Alright, next song is Yesterday. Yesterday is another really, really good song that I like on this album. This album almost has next to no songs I don't care for. But yeah, so Yesterday is a pretty good song. It's a good one that comes after Lil Jeep, because the flows are kind of the exact same, and it's just, I just think it makes sense for it to come after it, from based off what you're hearing before, and then this comes on. I think you're like, yeah, I agree, this is actually a really, really good song. So next up we have Absolute in Doubt. This is a song we're featuring Wicca, Phase, Springs, Eternal. I'm gonna be honest, and I think people have different opinions on this song itself, and even if they have different opinions on it, still, once again, obviously respect them and stuff. Anybody can have their own opinions when it comes to his music. I just think that this song in general, it's only really, really good in the second half. Okay, I'm gonna say it's only good in the second half, in my opinion. And it's weird. It's almost like it's two songs. Like, yeah, they're saying the same flow and the same like melody and same everything for the lyrics and stuff. But I do think that when you hear this, you're not gonna be like really, really into the song till you get towards the end of the song, where Lil Peep starts singing and stuff. And I've seen like some really cool clips of people going to concerts and singing this song play, and it's a good song. It's all around an okay song. I don't think it's bad or anything. Also, I told myself I was gonna be ranking these. So let's go ahead and do that real quick, since I forgot. Crybaby, we're gonna put that at number 2. Lil Jeep's gonna be number 3. Yesterday's gonna be number 3, and Absolute in Doubt's gonna be number 2, because it's not a bad song, but I really wouldn't. I don't enjoy it. I wouldn't skip it, I don't think. Holler my cat one time real quick. Alrighty, I'm back. Okay, so next song we're gonna be talking about is what I just mentioned, actually, really recently, it's Ghost Girl. Ghost Girl is a amazing song. I love Ghost Girl. The whole theme of it is that he's in love with a girl who doesn't even know his name, and it's so good. I don't know. There's so much about this song that I love. I think that just all around when I heard it for the first time, it just like took me away. It's an amazing song. Next up we have Big City Blues. Oh, also for Ghost Girl, I'm gonna rank this a 3 easily. I love it. All right, next up, Big City Blues. So when it comes to Big City Blues, I don't think it's a bad song necessarily. The one next obviously is a lot better. But when it comes to Big City Blues, it's a good song. There's not much you can dislike about it. It has its own little flow to it. The guitar that plays is really nice, and it's probably like a 2. Yeah, I would say it's a 2. It's a good song, and I don't think anyone can really disagree. You know, it's just overall a good song. Alrighty, hold on. Sorry. Alright, next song is going to be... excuse me, I'm sorry. Shoot, I lost the freaking playlist. Hold on. Oh yeah, next song is Love Now, Cry Later, or Skyscrapers is what it's called. That is probably one of my favorite songs in this album in general. It's an amazing song. The theme of it is really cool. He talks about how he wants to impress a girl, and yeah, it's good. Well then, I screwed up editing. Okay, sorry about that. I'm gonna keep going because I'm 7 minutes in this. I'm not gonna restart. But the reason you saw that is because I expected myself to not need that much time apparently to review each one. Alrighty, so when it comes to Skyscrapers, I really like the song. It's amazing. It's a 3 for me. It's not a song that I would necessarily judge, and it's just overall a really good song. Next song is 19. 19 is definitely a 3 for me. It is just an awesome song. It portrays a really cool message in it too, and he talks about how the girl didn't want to mess with him because she thought he was a certain age, and just it's a cool song. It's a really cool song. Next up is one of his most popular songs, White Tee. It's a 3. I mean, obviously it's a 3. It's one of his most popular. No one really dislikes this song. White Tee is an amazing song. The beat drop is just heavenly when it happens, and it's just overall an amazing song. And him and Lil Tracy, I'm gonna say later on in their other music and albums that we see, I'm gonna say how Lil Tracy and Lil Peep are just perfect duos. It's just a perfect duo. So yeah, White Tee is an amazing song. It's a 3 out of 3. Alright, that brings us to our last song on this album, which is Driveway. Driveway is a 3 for me as well. Driveway is a really good way to end the album, in my opinion. The way the music is and just how it sounds is just spectacular, and I love it. So yeah, that was Crybaby. Next album we're going to be talking about is, well, the picture that you saw like literally 2 or 3 minutes ago, is Hellboy, which is my favorite Lil Peep album. Now, oh yeah, if I were to rank the album itself, it's a 3 for me. There's only one song I don't really care for, and that's just Absolute in Doubt. But yeah, it's pretty good. Awesome album, and I love it. So next up we have Hellboy. Now, I just want to say the intro, the song Hellboy itself, the intro is just a masterpiece. I love how it transitions into the song that goes after it, but just, I don't know, Hellboy is an amazing song itself, so it's so good. Hellboy is an easy 3 for me. Next up we have Drive By with Lil Peep and Xavier Wolf. When it comes to this song itself, it's good. It's not necessarily the best, of course. In fact, it's one of the only songs on this album I don't truly care for too much. But since it's my favorite album, sorry, I'm like burping as shit. I just ate recently. Since it's my favorite album, I would say this song is a 2 for me because it's pretty good. It's not a bad song, and the lyrics are really catchy and just it's amazing. Next up, we have one of my favorite Lil Peep songs, OMFG, which is just an awesome song alone. When he says, you got nothing on her, you're the only one that could ever compare, I think is what he says. Just those lyrics alone are just amazing to hear, and when you hear Lil Peep's flow through it, it's just an amazing track, and I think in general it's a 3. OMFG is one of my favorite songs by Lil Peep, easily. It's just amazing. Next up, we have the song they played when I crashed. I don't want to click on it because I'm playing something else on my speaker, but I'm just gonna say when I crashed because it says something, but it's fine. So the song they play when I crashed is a really, really cool song. You hear like car noises in it, I think, or that could be drive-by. I could be wrong, actually. It's really, really good. I think that it's a good song. It's a number 2 for me. Alrighty, you're about to see another picture of an album cover. Okay. This is just funny at this point because I don't edit properly. Okay, anyway. Next up in the album is the song Fucked Up, and this is a really, really good song, in my opinion. It's only a number 2 for me, though, because it's not as catchy as all the other songs on this album, but then again, it's still a really cool song. He basically, like, admits to things that he screwed up with in life, and he knows he messed up, which is good. It's always good to know that you messed up in life, and it's always good to know that you can make that mistake not happen again. So, yeah. That's where that one's going to go. Next up, we have Cobain. Now, this song alone, I think, is definitely really, really good. Lil Tracy's verse in it is amazing in itself, and it's a really, really good song. Alrighty, next song is Gucci Mane. It is a good song, but it's my least favorite on the album. It's not bad. It's just he references the rapper Gucci Mane, which is really cool, actually. And I think that the song in itself has a cool flow to it, nice vibe, and it's got like that flexing kind of vibe, and it's pretty good. I like it, but it's not the best, obviously. Next up, we have Interlude, and this is like where you get like kind of halfway through the album, and I think that for how they did this, it's really, really good, and it sounds cool. Interlude is not really... It's a song, but it doesn't really feel like a song, if that makes sense. It feels like it's just a transition to what you're about to hear next, which is Worlds Away, which is, by the way, my favorite Lil Peep song. And we're about to show the list in the end, obviously. But, yeah, Worlds Away is amazing. It's the song about how someone he loves is far away, but they feel like they're in the room with each other. And just that alone is such an amazing message and just such an amazing thing to hear, especially if you have any kind of lovers that were long distance or anything like that. Like, I don't know, it's just amazing songs. Red Drop Shoddy is next, and it is a good song. It's not bad or anything. It's just it's one of those alright songs. You get a lot of those alright songs when it comes to Lil Peep, but not in a bad way, just in a way where it's like, okay, you've heard this kind of same flow in general, and when you hear it, you're just like, okay. And it's not a bad song. Next up, we have Girls. Girls is a song that, in my opinion, is really, really good. Him and Horsehead are a really good duo when they make music. I think Right Here is easily one of Lil Peep's best songs. And Right Here has an amazing message, too, as well. He's saying that he's always there for her. And, that's also an amazing thing to be hearing whilst in a relationship with somebody, or just to listen to and understand what you're hearing. So basically, next up we have Nose Ring. Nose Ring is a song that isn't bad, and it's not necessarily really, really good. It's just like okay, once again, just like kind of how Red Drop Shoddy was. But Nose Ring in itself is actually, I think, a good song. It's not too much in it that it's going on. It's you can like focus on what you're hearing and stuff, and it's really good. Next up, we have another amazing song on this album, which is "We Think Too Much." "We Think Too Much" is a really, really, really good song. I think it might even be, it's going to be probably my top 10. I'm not even too sure, but "We Think Too Much" has an amazing message to it, and I love it. It's awesome. Next up, we have is "The Last Thing I Want to Do," which is a pretty good song. He talks about how he wants to love his ex, but he knows it's the last thing he needs to do. Again, a lot of Lil Peep songs can be relatable to people, so that's probably why they love his music so much. I love his music a lot because of how it sounds and because of the lyrics in itself are just, I don't know, they're something you wouldn't hear from any other artist, in my opinion. "Walk Away as the Door Slams" is our next track, and it is really, really, really good. "Walk Away as the Door Slams" has a really, really good meaning to it as well, and I can't help but just love how he just perfects any kind of heartbreak and love vibe in its own. So the last thing that ends off in this album with being the song "Move On, Be Strong." Now this song can be really, really helpful for somebody if they're really going through a breakup or they're going through something and they need to move on, like the title says. I think this is an amazing song. The crying that you hear in it is like it almost is like chilling to hear, and it's just like that song where you gotta focus on yourself as a person, and if you do, you will just go farther in life. So yeah, that's the ending of Hellboys, the album. I think that album is amazing. Next up, we have "Come Over When You're Sober" Part 1, which has an amazing song in it. One of his most popular songs in it. But yeah, let's get started with the album itself. So "Come Over When You're Sober" Part 1 starts with "Ben's Truck," which is a really, really cool song. I think that it has a lot of parts in it where it's like it makes you question the melody in itself. And when you question the melody, that's like a good thing, you know. And it's just overall an amazing song. Next up on this album, we have "Save That Shit," which is an amazing song. I don't know how many days I've listened to this song on repeat, but it is so good. I love "Save That Shit." It's an amazing song. Another one of my favorite songs is "Awful Things" with Lil Tracy. This is another one of those songs where, like I said, him and Lil Tracy, perfect duo. And "Awful Things" is a really, really cool song. It's got a cool message to it, and it's good. Next off is "You Said," and "You Said" is a pretty decent song. It's not my favorite, you know, per se, but it's not bad. It's pretty good. I think there's a lot of songs where you question every now and then what you're hearing, but not in a bad way per se, just in a way where you're like, oh wow, you know, and it's just overall awesome song. Again, sorry about my voice. My voice is very, very screwed up because of what I'm getting over currently. Alrighty, next song is "Better Off" or "Dying." This is a pretty good song in itself. I think that it really it has a nice flow and everything, and it makes the Lil Peep song really, really good, and or it just like makes a Lil Peep song in itself like be a Lil Peep song, you know. I don't know if that makes sense. I'm sorry if I'm like sprawling a little bit here. Alright, next song we have is "The Bright Side," which I had this song on repeat yesterday for I think an hour. It's really, really good. "The Bright Side" is amazing. It really talks about how you gotta focus on the brighter things in life and the better things and more positive, and it's just really, really good. Ending off this album, we have "Problems." "Problems" is a really, really, really cool song. Once again, kind of like the song on Hellboy in the Hellboy album, where he's admitting that he's screwing up. You know, he's admitting he has problems and stuff, and it's really good. It's really good. Alright, and that is the end of "Come Over When You're Sober" Part 1. Next up is "Come Over When You're Sober" Part 2. And starting off in this album, you have a really, really awesome song that almost sounds like it's two songs in one. It's Broken Smile or My All. In my opinion, I think this could have been two songs, but either way, it was a perfect way to start the album. And I really, really enjoyed it. Him saying the lyrics, she was the one with the broken smile. That shit, like, just, it makes you feel like you're floating. It's so good. Next up is Runaway, which is really, really, really good. It's a song that he talks about running away from, like, his problems and stuff. And, you know, some people go through that in life where they don't know what to do. And they are scared about running away. And it just all alone it's really good. Next up is Sex with My Ex. This is a really, really good song as well. It talks about how he shouldn't really be in love with his ex, but he wants to be at the same time. And I think that in itself is a pretty cool message to put in music, and it's not really seen in a lot of other artists that you hear out there, and it's just good, you know? It's not a bad song, and it's good. Cry Alone is next, and Cry Alone is a really, really good song in my opinion. I think Cry Alone is one of those songs where when you listen to it, you might even start getting emotional yourself. And when you start getting emotional, you're just like, wow. You know, like, you're like, wow, that song had a message, and you really just felt it. Like, when you feel a song, I think that's when a song in itself is just very, very powerful and can just, I don't know, portray so many feelings at once, and it's hard to even comprehend what you're listening to. And when you do, it's just an experience that everybody out there needs to, you know, have happen. Next up is Leaning. Leaning is just one of those, it's those okay songs, you know. Again, Lil Peep has those songs like that, and Leaning is one of those songs. 16 Lines is amazing. I cannot stress how much I love this song. This song is so good. The beat drops amazing. When he says, please don't cry, you're wasting your time. Just, I don't know. He perfects sad flows and melodies. I think Lil Peep is just, that's what he perfected. Life is Beautiful is next. Awesome song as well. You know, who doesn't like Life is Beautiful? I don't think I've ever seen someone really talk bad about the song, like when I look at like the Lil Peep fan base. Really, really good. Hate Me is also another one of those songs that are like, wow, I did not think that was going to be that good. And, you know, hearing it for the first time, you're just like, wow, this is awesome, and I cannot wait to just hear this again. Next up is IDGAF, or I don't give a fuck, how you want to pronounce it. It's a good song. Yeah. White Girl is next. White Girl is really good as well. Next up we have Fingers. Fingers is an awesome song. I love the message behind it. Falling Down is, it says bonus track, is the one with him and X. Such a beautiful song. I've cried to it before. It's amazing. Sunlight on Your Skin. I have like a very mixed opinion about this. Not a fan of it. Probably my least favorite Lil Peep song. Just because Falling Down in itself just like should have just been stayed like, yeah, let's just keep it like that, you know? They didn't need to do another song with this beat. I think that X and Peep just, it was amazing in itself. Oh, there's the Castles cover. Yeah, which actually brings us to our next album, so that kind of works. I'm going to start an album. Now the EPs. This is Castles. Actually, wait, no, hold on. I'll do Everybody's Everything first. Liar is a okay song. It's pretty good. Good way to start the album. Aquafina's, it's okay. Ratchets, it's pretty good. Fangirls, alright. I love LA to London. It's a really good song. Rockstars is pretty good. Text Me is, it's okay. Princess is pretty good. I think Princess is really, really good. Moving On is an awesome song as well. Again, the flow is about heartbreak and love. He just perfects. So that's an amazing song. Belgium's pretty good. When I Lie, it's an awesome song in my opinion. Live Forever, really, really good. Ghost Boy, you know, I love Ghost Girl. Ghost Boy is also a really good song. Keep My Cool is also an old song by him, but it's pretty good. It's my least favorite on this album in itself, but it's pretty good. Yeah. White Tea, classic, you know. White Tea is an amazing song. I love the beat drop in White Tee. I think this song was already in a different album before. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, because this album talks about different other songs, which we can actually get to as we get to the next segment, which is the EPs. Alrighty. So, in that case, Walk Away as the Door Slams acoustic. I think the song in itself is really good. It doesn't need the acoustic. But the acoustic is really, really cool, and you get to hear a different version of the song, and I think it does what it does, like, correctly, and it sounds good. You know, it just sounds good. Alrighty, moving on to the two EPs, Castles. Starting off with Pain. Pain is a pretty good song. I think second Castles is a lot better than the first Castles, which I'll explain why in a minute. But Pain is an alright song, you know. Next up, you have Castles. Castles is amazing. Obviously, it's obviously like a impossible to skip for me. I love Castles. It's an amazing song. White Wine's pretty good song. Lil Tracy does really, really well, and his verse is amazing. Alrighty, last EP is Castles 2. Castles 2 is probably like my favorite EP of all time. Never Eat, Never Sleep. I've had that show on repeat before. Dying Out West. I like worked out to that song. It's amazing. Witchblades. Dude, I fell asleep listening to Little People last night, and Witchblades was like playing in my dream. I remember. I was like singing it in the car with a friend or something, I think is what it was. Like, that's how you know a song's good, when you're hearing it in your dreams and you're singing it in your dreams, you know? Past the Castle Walls is also amazing, and Your Favorite Dress. I would sell my soul. I would do anything if I could see this song and like just performed. Seeing them perform it a long time ago, man, I wish I was there. It's such an awesome song. So yeah, we have officially got through not every single album, but every single album and EP I wanted to discuss. He has a lot more stuff. In fact, he has a recent EP called Changes, and I think he has other EPs and, you know, just other songs we could have covered, but that's what I wanted to cover in this 20-something minutes of you guys watching it. Really hope you guys enjoyed my opinions on the songs and stuff. Hopefully I didn't like repeat myself too much. I hope I didn't sound like a broken record. I think it's pretty fun. I really wanted to do this. I want to do this with Juice WRLD, actually, so I am going to do this next, because Juice WRLD's released music needs more attention. Actually, his unreleased needs more attention, but he has amazing release songs as it is. In fact, I think Death Wish for Love is probably my favorite album of all time. But yeah, so on my top 10 Lil Peep songs, this is what I have. I have at number 10, Awful Things. Number 9, Broken Smile. Number 8, Ghost Girl. Number 7, Skyscrapers. Number 5, 19. Number 4, White Tee. Number 3, Falling Down. Number 2, Your Favorite Dress. Number 1, OMFG. And did I say number 1? Number 2, OMFG. And at the number 1 spot, I have Worlds Away as my favorite Lil Peep song. Hope you guys enjoyed this video of me ranking, and I didn't necessarily rank all of them now that I realized it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video of me explaining why I like these Lil Peep songs and what I think about each album and all that stuff. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Really, really, if you even watched it this far, I want to thank you so much for watching. It's been a pleasure to make this. It's been actually super fun too. I really, really hope you guys like this video, because I want to do a Juice WRLD one. And yeah. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day or night, wherever you are. And I will see y'all on the next one. Peace. Also, yeah, it's ending with this for some reason.